Alrighty, hello folks, and good morning. Very short one here today because I just wanted to gush about a boss that I actually didn't have much of a chance to actually go over for the One Vision overhaul for Tactics Ogre. And I just gotta say, I love absolutely everything about the way that Rakham was redesigned. Okay, so let me go ahead and set this up for you. Okay, so in the official versions, basically this guy is going to be Azelson's doppelganger. Comes in as a buccaneer, you know, sword and board, pretty basic. You kill the dude and move on kind of situation, right? So here's the thing. And then in this particular context, I want to point out that there's several elements to this fight that originally were a little bit of a hidden thing, right? So normally what they expected you to do was go and use the steel skill, or later on just kind of exercise the skeletons that he's got here in order to get more buccaneer class marks, because it's a fairly difficult thing to get class marks for, right? So instead, basically, you can just go and steal 3 of them directly off this guy himself. I think you can actually get more from the skeletons, but I'm not sure. Either way, by the end of this fight, you can have 6 buccaneer marks right then and there. But on top of that, on top of the whole stealing and you get all of the stuff that you came here by actually doing the boss fight and not from taking the pirate's chest. From what I understand, the pirate's chest has even more cool stuff in it. But everything about the design of this guy and his fight is just absolute chef's kiss kind of a moment, okay? So why is this so dang interesting? Okay, so for one thing, he's basically a lefty. The weird thing is he's actually using a shield in his main hand and sword in his offhand. Why? Because he's actually a successfully created skirmisher boss. Effectively, he's got a throwable, more or less Captain America shield here with the Chimera's fist. He's where you end up getting this weapon. But effectively, it's a shield that you can use in your main hand, and he uses a sword in his offhand. Okay, so he's just going to be throwing it the whole time, right? But that's the thing. He's throwing it, sure, but at the same time, he's also coming with counter and double strike, meaning that he's double attacking every time he's countering, which feels really good. On top of Lament and Howl there for both Fright and Stun as a bit of an extra. But on top of this, one of the kind of weird ironies of the original was that this guy would not go into the water very much. So this time he comes with the Heron skill, which allows him to go and run through the water. So this guy is basically dolphin diving in and out of the water, ambushing people with his throwing shield and stuff like that, having access to a pretty wide variety of shutdown finishers and whatnot. And while also, again, being a threat when counterattacking as well, but without relying on the Buccaneers' evade ability just to make him interesting. That actually manages to be an offensive skirmisher boss that's actually fun to fight. And on top of that, due to the usual rules with this game, or with this mod anyway, you do get both of his semi-unique, well, unique in the case of the Chimera's Fist, semi-unique in the case of the Ravana, but you do get both of his weapons for beating him. And the other kind of like cherry on top is that the classic rewards that you would get from the chest, your elixir, your pirate marks, things like that, you just get them for beating the fight, whereas actually taking the money in the chest gives you money in the chest. Why were they keeping the elixir and pirate marks in that chest? Anyway, I just love everything about the design of this guy. It's freaking amazing, and I love it. Most of basically every boss is going to have cool touches like this, but I just really appreciate the changes that went on with this guy. It was just a really, really fun thing to get through here. So yeah, that's kind of about that. So y'all have yourselves a good one. I just had to gush about this dude. All right, later. Bye.